Hi everyone. It's May 31st, so it's obviously the last day of May, and that also means it is the last day of Mental Health Awareness Month. So, in light of that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about bipolar disorder. So last week I visited a psychiatrist, and my therapist recommended it, and I have been diagnosed with bipolar 2 disorder. So bipolar 2 is less severe than bipolar 1. And first I'm just kind of go over what bipolar disorder is. Um, from what I've gathered, a lot of people don't really understand it or know what it is. They think that it's just kind of like an anger issue disorder, which is not the case at all. It's a manic depressive disorder, so you go through phases of mania and phases of depression. And so the mania and depression alter your activity, your mood, stuff like that, activity levels. So with mania, it's like you're kind of on a high. So you don't need as much sleep. You have a lot of energy. You're really hyper. You're really happy. You're ready to go, 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 go. And like that, like you just feel on top of the world, like you can do anything. You set your goals high, which I mean you should, but you really, really set them high with mania, and like you just feel like you can do anything. I know specifically for me, I just get really, really hyper, and I'm a loud person, but like when I'm manic, I like scream, like yell when I talk. And I don't mean to, it just kind of happens. But yeah, so with bipolar 2, it's not like complete mania. It's hypomania, so it's not as bad. People diagnosed with bipolar 1 experience a lot more manic symptoms than bipolar 2. So bipolar 2 is a little more on the depression side. The mania is not as bad, but the depression can be a little bit worse. So like I just won't get out of bed. I'm really sad, like just feeling hopeless and down. And I can be really irritable. I'm kind of irritable anyways, like with whether I'm manic or depressed. It's usually more when I'm depressed I can become really irritable. So I think that's kind of where the anger comes in, if you will. But yeah, it's bipolar disorder is not, it's not an anger issue disorder by any means. It's manic depressive. So you just kind of go through waves, like you just have mood swings. It sucks, it does, but I mean, you just have to, I deal with it. A lot of people have asked me, like, and the psychiatrist too, my therapist, my family, my friends, like, well, how do you feel, about your diagnosis? And I was like, I mean, it's okay. Like, I'm not, I don't want to say I'm not surprised, but it kind of makes sense, and I'm glad that I saw somebody, because I kind of have answers now, because I've noticed my mood has been really off lately, and so I, am doing everything I can to deal with it. I'm hoping this summer helps when I leave for my run, and like, what is it now? I leave June 10th, so like a week from Sunday. I think that's like 10, oh my god, 10 days. Oh my god, that's frightening. But, yeah, so, I just do what I can to make myself happy. Ever since I've started new medication, so I'm kind of, dealing with the addition of medication, getting off of a certain medication and starting a new one. It's been a little tough. I've been really nauseous and really, really tired. It makes me really drowsy, but it won't do that. Like, it's not going to do that forever. It's just having to like kind of get used to it, and it sucks, but it'll work out. And I just think it's really important to talk about. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, I'm still me. Like, I haven't changed. I'm still Anna. I'm still loud and annoying, but I'm very empathetic, and I still care about people. It doesn't change who I am at all. I'm still the same person. So I just think it's important to talk about. It's not talked about enough at all. And it's definitely getting better for sure, but hopefully me talking about it, I've had several positive comments, like my friends saying stuff about the last video I made, and it feels good to help other people, and that's what I'm here for. I want to help other people. I want to make sure you're okay. I want you to check in with me, and I know my friends do the same for me. Like, I can talk to my best friends about anything, and I know that they'll listen. They may not be able to help, but they'll always listen, and I will always do that too. I'll always listen to anybody. As minor as the issue may seem, I care. I promise, because I have a lot of issues that are very minor, and my friends always listen to them. And I have great friends and great people in my life, and I'm really, really fortunate for that. Yeah, so I mean, really, just like reach out to me. Just because it's Mental Health Month doesn't mean I'm like special. Like, oh my gosh, like, I only care about you now because it's mental health and you have to talk about it. Like, no, I'm doing these videos because it's Mental Health Month, but I don't know, maybe if people like them, I'll continue to make more. A lot of my friends have been like, so are you a YouTuber now? I'm like, no, but I mean, it feels good to talk about it and share my story with you guys, just because, I mean, it's not talked about. And it's definitely, like, I think Mental Health Month, like, yeah, Mental Health Awareness Month, that's great, but that doesn't mean it's the only time we can talk about it. That doesn't mean it's the only time we should celebrate other people and celebrate mental health. I mean, I think it's something that's got to change, and like I said, it's definitely better than it has been in the past, but for sure I still think there needs to be more change. And I mean, with depression and anxiety like on the rise, like depression in school children and young kids is becoming more common, and I feel like as it becomes more common, it definitely becomes more important to talk about. To your parents, to your friends, to anybody that will listen. That's really important. But I don't want to make this one too long, because my last video I know was like an hour or something crazy. But hopefully, I helped you guys understand bipolar disorder a little bit better. It's weird. Like I said, it's just kind of like mood swings and ups and downs. Like, it's not like every few weeks or months for me. Like, I know sometimes like a manic episode for some people can last up to like 6 months or something, or a depressive episode can last up for 6 months. But to me, it's like sometimes it's almost hourly. It's so weird. And like I said, like if I'm in a manic phase and then all of a sudden I just go down into a depressive phase, like there doesn't necessarily have to be a reason. Like, there doesn't have to be like a spark that I'm like, oh, that makes me really depressed or something. It just kind of happens, and I don't really have a control over it. So, I mean, that's really frustrating, but I mean, my dog helps a lot. I'm thinking about actually getting a therapy dog when I come back from the summer, just to kind of help me through everything. And then music. I think I've listened to music almost like 24/7 in the past week, just because it's been kind of a rough week. But those two things definitely help me, and my friends. My friends are the best, and my parents, they've really been there for me and helped me too. So yeah, hopefully I shed a little bit of light on bipolar disorder. I mean, you don't have to treat me differently. I'm still the same person. I usually can deal with this kind of stuff by myself, and if I don't, you'll know, because I'll reach out to you or I'll reach out to a friend. There actually are a few quotes that have kind of really helped me through everything. And it's funny, they're all from yoga teachers. So I went to this yoga studio in my hometown a lot when I was going through like depression last year. And she said, always remember you are enough and don't let anyone steal your peace. And for some reason, she said it one time. And that just stuck with me, because I was having such a hard time with the breakup. I was having such a hard time with leaving Boston. And I was like, I mean, it's true. Like you are enough. And if people try to disrupt your inner peace, like, screw them. You don't need them in your life. I mean, just surround yourself with people that make you happy, and like places that make you happy. I think living where you're happy is really important too. And then the other one is, I like this one, do no harm and take no shit. That was actually from a yoga teacher in Boston. I've seen coffee mugs here with that quote on it, and I really want to get one because I kind of wanted to get a tattoo that said that, but I was like, oh, I can't. I would love to, maybe in another language. But yeah, I just really liked that quote, and I thought it was cool. But yeah, so hopefully I helped y'all understand bipolar disorder a little bit better. Listen to music, pet a dog, grab a friend, do fun things. But thanks you guys for listening again. Reach out to me if you want to talk or you have any questions at all. I would be more than happy to help you.